Hello and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I am Lovekit, also known as Kayla, whichever you prefer to call me. I am a Twitch streamer and a mom. And I guess you can call this now my hot mess channel, because I've literally have turned this into like a cleaning channel, because that's what everybody keeps telling me what they like the most out of my channel. So I will be doing some vlogs here and there, but it's mostly cleaning and organization, and that's pretty much it. So right now I'm just trying to fix Liam, which is my youngest child's table. For some reason the legs on this just keeps loosening up, and so every so often I have to go in here and make sure all the screws are completely tightened up. And yeah, we're just I'm trying my best to get this house as straightened up as possible. I was sick for a few weeks, and then it was like Christmas was happening, and everything just got overwhelmed, and I don't know what in the world is wrong with kids, but for some reason both my kids love to shred paper, and I always find little bits of paper everywhere, and it drives me insane. So I'm just trying to get up all this trash and put everything away like it's supposed to. You're gonna have to forgive me in this video because this actually took me like 4 separate days to complete, so you'll see me change clothes multiple times because I couldn't get it together. I was sick, I got exposed to COVID, I did take a COVID test, I might have tested too soon, but I was just having a really hard time between like my back hurting and everything like that, and you'll see why my back was hurting later on in the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and vacuum on up Liam's bedroom. And right here I stopped my vacuum because I'm a dumbass and I ran over one of the electrical stuff for one of Liam's toys and got a wire shoved up into my vacuum. And needless to say, it's time to throw that toy completely out because now it no longer works. So I am now vacuuming down my hallway and then going through. I'm so OCD, guys. I've got to make sure I have no dirt whatsoever in the edges of the wall and the carpet. I'm very weird about that. And here I am in my son's room. If you have seizures, I am so sorry. Disclaimer. But I'm just doing my son's fan real quick, and then the lights are going to come on and life won't be as bad. So here I am, and if you look, I did not touch the button to the front of this TV, and for some reason that TV came on. I noticed that when I was editing it, and it kind of freaks me out a little bit, but you know, whatever. So I'm just trying to pick up all the little bits and stuff from Aiden's room, and hopefully he'll keep it clean for a little while. This clip was a little blurry, and I apologize for that. I have manual adjustment on, and I'm blind as a bat. Maybe I should have it where it's auto adjusted and autofocus and whatnot, but I don't know. So here I am just vacuuming the rest of the hallway and also vacuuming up my husband's office space. I don't really clean in my husband's office. This room is his, so he has to clean it. It's one of my rules. I can't use it, so why do I clean it? It's kind of my thing. Here I am cleaning up the kids' bathroom. The cat's litter box is in here, and litter is always all over the place. I have a feral kitten that doesn't understand that the litter is supposed to stay in the box, not outside the box. So he's still in that learning process of that. But we're getting everything cleaned up in here and just trying to make sure I dust. I did not do like a full-on deep clean in this areas, just because I honestly ran out of cleaner, and at this point I did not have any I couldn't even go to the store and buy any because I was exposed to COVID. So I had to kind of work with just whatever I got. So I just wiped everything down that best I could with some disinfectant, and anytime I saw anything on the floor, even though I didn't have any floor cleaner, I just wiped it up with a towel. Now, if y'all are always wondering in my videos why I've never mopped in this new house, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a mop. And I'm hoping that I got one for Christmas, but I didn't. So, and I still got to visit my mom. My mom is the one that exposed me to COVID, so we're all keeping our distance right now. So I actually have to buy a new mop for the house because I thought that I was going to get one for Christmas. And I guess that's what I get for thinking, right? So I am just going to go ahead and finish dusting up my room. I still had some Christmas stuff that I had to put away. So I went ahead and I put all that stuff in bags and just made sure that they were taken to where they needed to be. They go up in my attic because I always do my presents upstairs. So everything else, all my other Christmas stuff usually goes in my garage because it's a lot quicker to get to it versus walking up 3 flights of stairs. So I'm just vacuuming up the other half of the room because that part is completely cleaned and good. And yes, I sleep with 3 blankets. I stay cold. So the way we did this so that nobody can tell that we have multiple blankets underneath and it still looks normal is we put the comforter over top of all of our little throw blankets. So I desperately needed to clean off this nightstand because my youngest spilled a drink on it and did not tell me until it became sticky. And I was completely unaware. I was not at home when this happened, so by the time I got home, it was all sticky. So now we're moving on over to the bathroom. Now, it's just my husband and I that uses this bathroom, so it's not as dirty as what some bathrooms will actually get. Like my kids' bathroom gets so dirty, and I think that has to do with the cats, not so much them. But I did figure out something with this little, I cannot stand these mirrors. They attract so much dust on them after you wipe them down. So I just took my daggone duster and I went over it and pulled off all the little dusty bits on it. And it actually worked. And I'm very OCD about sinks. I want to make sure that they are shiny and nice and good. And with me having purple hair, whenever I get out of the shower, hair falls out. It is what it is. And with me having the white counter, I have such a big fear that my hair is actually going to color my counter because it does bleed from time to time. So I do have to worry about that. So I try my best to keep all the hairs off the counter as a just in case thing. And I'm just making sure I'm putting everything away and dusting everything off that needs to be dusted off. Now we're just going to go ahead and give it a quick sweep. And this is where I'm talking about where it starts taking me multiple days. I have not folded any clothes in maybe about 20 loads of clothes. And like I said, I was sick and then it was Christmas and then I got sick again right after Christmas. It was a freaking handful. So I decided to dive in this week and really tackle it. So one thing about me, the way that I do laundry is I do it in categories. I know that sounds really silly, but I always do my towels first because they're the most bulkiest one. And usually whenever I eliminate all the towels, the pile of clothes don't look as threatening, if you will. And then after I do all of the towels and I get them put away, the next one is mine and my husband's clothes. So I kind of separate both of those out and I throw my kids in the very back because I do them last. Like I said, guys, I took 4 days folding this laundry up because my back was hurting so bad. I don't know if I have very many moms that watch this channel, but if you've ever had like the epidural done, I've had the epidural done with one of my kids and not the other. And for some reason, the lower part of my back where I got it done, or the mid part of my back where I got it done at, I am so sore from where that epidural went into my back. So if I sit for long periods of time, my back just starts hurting so bad and I need to lay across the bed and stretch it back out. And it got to the point that like I couldn't take it. One day I tried pushing and pushing and pushing and keep going, but I couldn't anymore. So this is day 2 of me trying to get this laundry done. I literally did this the very next day, which means I was still hurting from all the bending over that I did yesterday. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't make it all the way through this pile of clothes. So we go to day 3. I did separate them though. We did get through the separation. Here it is, day 2 or day 3. This is day 3, guys. Day 3 of folding this laundry up. And today I just kind of worked on Lewis's clothes so that I can get his stuff put away as soon as possible. And I was like, I'm just going to try and do as much of this as I possibly can. Thank God I got through all of his clothes. And I think I got all the way through like separating the kids' stuff out. So when I came in on day 4, yes, day 4. This took me 4 daggone days to get through. Maybe even 5. It's either 4 or 5. But it took me several days to get through all of this laundry, and it was just a pain. Oh my gosh, guys. Does any of y'all ever like just let laundry just sit and you just keep throwing a pile in? We always throw clean clothes in the closet because most of the clothes usually just goes in this room anyways. But it also has a door on it, so it's a lot easier to keep like the cats out of there, so we don't have to worry about them laying on it and get cat hair all over it. So this is just something that we've done. So here I am just separating out my boys' clothes from each other. And you would think that kids that are 5 years apart, it would be a lot easier to separate their clothes. It's not. I have to keep checking tags because I don't know whose clothes belongs to who. They've got so many clothes, it's just ridiculous. While I'm doing the separation, if you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And this is the kind of videos that you actually enjoy. Please subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Look, I even had one of my Christmas shirts that I just got mixed up with all of my kids' stuff. Like, I can actually wear my 10-year-old shirt, so we're always getting our stuff confused. Here we are on day 4. And I'm still working on my youngest pile of clothes. You see how much clothes he has folded up right there? This has gotten completely out of hand and ridiculous. But here we are, we're just finishing up this last little bit of pile. Again, my back was hurting, so I had to take a break. And my break ended up being like 2 days this time. But we're back at it. We're still trying to complete it. It's a task that I really wanted to make sure I tackled. Now we're working on Aiden's clothes. So now we got all the clothes folded up. Now it's time to separate the socks and put them to who they belong to. I always do my socks first because I just feel like it's so much easier. I wear these socks, I see them all the time. So I know exactly which ones are mine and I don't have to stress over seeing if anybody else has my socks. So we're gonna go ahead and get through and done with mine, and then I'm gonna start working on the boys. So here I am just vacuuming up the last little bit that I have not gotten to yet and getting that closet all cleaned up. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And if you would like to follow me on my other links, please feel free, they're down in the description below. And this is my reaction after I have completed all that clothes. Those clothes were just a pain and I'm just beat. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.